bunch of random words. But these things are actually what unites every person in this room. These are some of our shared state symbols. If I'm being fully transparent, ever since I left KYA last year, I was filled with dread at the idea of this conference. Because of the love I have for it, it fills me with pain to acknowledge that this is my last one, because every year I look around this very room and I am overwhelmed with a unique sense of magic that cannot be replicated anywhere else. And I will have to say the inevitable goodbye. Within the Crown Plaza walls, I see people filled with passion from all different corners of the state. Louisville, Lexington, Frankfurt, the eastern or western regions, the northern or southern parts. But with all these different backgrounds, we are united with a passion for the common good, and we can find common ground in a world that can seem endlessly polarized. After all, we at least shared that we are each Kentuckians. There are so many shared celebrations about our state, whether it be annual derby parties, Jack Harlow's Pride for Louisville, Tyler Childers, Abraham Lincoln being born here, ALA, KFC, and so much more. The most relevant things that we share to our time here at KYA is that we share the same government, which is why we all have the shared experience of a moment of silence at school and the absence of phones in class. We all gather together to model this government and be the change we strive to see in this world. We all share the rankings of being 47 in overall environmental protection, 32nd in education, 30th in voter turnout, 34th in overall economy, and we have the 6th highest incarceration rate. Saying these statistics out loud brings that thought to my brain. This needs to change. And this conference is the change. When running for this position last year, I referenced a quote from SpongeBob. It isn't always what you say that matters. Sometimes it's what you don't say. And those words remain relevant. Take any chance you get to use your voice because advocacy matters. In whatever role it is that you serve at this conference, from delegate to PO, you hold a vital role in advocating for this change. You have so much to offer to this world. I often think about the old stereotype that Kentuckians are incompetent and don't wear shoes, especially now as I am preparing to expand my worldview at college. I refuse to dwell on this old stereotype, and I use it as motivation to prove the world wrong. A mindset that I encourage you to adopt in any experience, but especially this one. This conference can widen your perspectives in so many ways. It has made me a more complex thinker and a more empathetic and open-minded individual. Vital qualities to proving those Kentucky stereotypes wrong, if you ask me. I encourage you to let this conference transform you and helping you become the civically engaged leader that you are destined to be. There are so many leaders that are being the change in our state that have experienced these same conferences. Whether it be our wonderful advisors preparing you for this immersive experience, Y staff tirelessly working to shape the variety of programs to be as impactful as they are, to our own governor, Andy Beshear, for example, who helped our state have its best 5-year period of economic growth, helped our families rebuild after devastating tornadoes, helped expand highways to eastern Kentucky, and so much more. You could be that next leader. Whether you are advocating for voting reform to ensure that everyone's voices are heard and we are accurately being represented, environmental equity with the knowledge that the record for the hottest day is broken every single year, prison reform with the knowledge that in Kentucky, 30% of those released from prison return, or whatever it is where your passions lie, you are being the change the world needs to see. And I ask that you do it with pride. Pride for our old Kentucky home.